Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, April 19th, 2013. Thank you for tuning in. Let's take a look at the charts here. We'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that the futures are trading higher by about 8 points at the moment. They have pulled back off their morning highs. Apparently, it looks like there is a suspect on the loose, and they're tracking him down in the Boston Marathon bombing. Markets could be getting a little bit of a bump from that news if that case is solved today, and I think that's what we're seeing right here. Overall, I don't think there's really anything that great out there in the marketplace that the markets are rejoicing over. Much more than that, I think that the markets are getting a little bit of a bid on that news, but I don't know how long that will last. So traders should still be a little bit cautious. Today is options expiration for the month of April. This is the monthly expiration. So we should expect some volatility in the first hour or so of trading. Then things will get quiet as you approach the lunchtime hour. But the first hour to 90 minutes, I do expect to be pretty volatile in the marketplace. There are a lot of earnings coming out. Most notably last night, IBM with a big decline. IBM right now is down about $9, right around the 198 level. So IBM was a big one. Another one out there is McDonald's. We're going to have all these posted up for you at 9 o'clock in the chat room as potential play setups. McDonald's is another stock that's getting hit pretty sharply. Google, which was the big tech name that reported last night. Google's been all over the map. Yesterday it traded up to $7.95 after the closing bell, down to around the $7.60 level, and now it's settling in around $7.75, holding steady around that area. But again, nothing great out of all these earnings reports, and this is something that I think traders should pay attention to. One earnings report that was pretty good was Kimberly-Clark. KMB is the ticker symbol. That stock is making new all-time highs this morning. Again, looks a little bit overbought, a little extended. I would not be a buyer of Kimberly-Clark at these levels at this stage of the game. But either way, this morning before the opening, the stock is making a pretty good move. And there's just a ton of earnings coming out, and I've been sifting through them all morning looking for gap plays. So we'll see what we get, and we'll post those up in the chat room at 9 o'clock. Looking at a few other things here, last night the Asian markets all caught a pretty big bid, so we have to take that into account. Last night you had the Shanghai index up 2.16%, the Hang Seng index up 2.33%, the Indian Bombay Sensex index up 1.5%, and the Nikkei 225 was up 0.75%. So you have all of the Asian markets sharply higher. The one market that wasn't higher was Singapore, and I think that's becoming a more and more important market out there. That was flat on the session. So again, we'll watch for Chinese ADRs. Stocks like Baidu could be in store for a bit higher. Sina Corp could be in store for a bit higher. Maybe China Mobile could catch a bid. Even China Unicom, which is CHU, that could. You can see that one's catching a big bid this morning, all the way up to $13.13. So again, watch the Chinese ADRs. If the U.S. markets are strong, the Chinese ADRs will probably do well. They could even be strong right out of the gate at the opening bell. But again, the U.S. markets, you have to watch them closely. Even though they're up sharply at the open here or before the opening bell, they could falter today. So you want to be a little bit careful there. Looking at a few other things here that I'm seeing is gold. Gold is rebounding today, so you're getting a pretty good inflationary push. Gold is up $14 to $1,407 an ounce. Let's take a look at the GLD, which is a good proxy for gold, and you'll see that that traded all the way up to $137 in the pre-market. Now it's coming back down to earth a little bit, trading at $137.78 at the moment. So, but either way, gold is catching a little bit of a bid. Let's take a look at the USO. Yeah, here you'll see that the USO is trading around 31.50. Light sweet crude this morning is trading higher by about 60 cents to $88.31. Crude has really come under pressure as of late, but the USO is holding firm today. Basically, it's right where it closed yesterday. It closed right around this 31.60 level, so no big deal there. But again, traders should keep an eye on the dollar. Today, the U.S. dollar index is pulling back a little bit, has come off of its lows. The dollar pulls back, watch for oil to get more of a bid. If the dollar rallies up, oil should come under further pressure. So watch that there. You have to be a little bit cautious with it going forward. Let me just check if there is economic news today. I just want to see if we do have anything. I'm not showing anything, but we may have some economic news a little bit later. I just don't have anything on my little sheet here that I write down each and every day. So I don't think there's much economic news, but I do think that we do have to watch for how the market behaves into the closing bell today. That's going to tell us a lot going forward, and we'll just see how it all plays out and shakes out. But right now, markets are up ahead of the opening bell. We'll see if they can hold. The European markets are also higher. Nothing great there. The German DAX, which is the most important index, just up about 1/4%. You do have France, Italy, and Spain all higher by 1%. So it is a real mixtape in Europe today. But we'll just take it one step at a time. Markets definitely has come under some pressure, and we'll see how long this little bounce can last. But right now the markets are getting a little bit of a bid higher, so I think that's what we have to watch for. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Those of you that want the gap plays, come on over to the chat room. They'll be posted right around 9 o'clock, and you'll see all the plays. Yesterday we had some pretty good chat play winners, and we'll see if we can repeat that today. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the charts.